help and prosper its work for the advancement and benefit of its people, so that peace and happiness, unity and justice may be established amongst us all. Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. Manningham City Council acknowledges the Wurundjeri people as the traditional custodians of the land we now know as Manningham. We pay our respects to Wurundjeri elders past and present and value the ongoing contribution to the cultural heritage of Manningham. I welcome all members of the public here tonight to this special council meeting, including those on Facebook. Manningham Council also would like to acknowledge the contribution made to Manningham over the years by people of diverse backgrounds and cultures. Item 2, apologies and request for a leave of absence. There are no apologies. Item 3, prior notification of conflict of interest. There has been no prior notification of any conflict of interest. Item 4, city services. 4.1, waste and resource recovery advocacy motion. Do I have a mover for the motion? Councillor McLeish.
Mr Mayor, I move that the recommendation be adopted.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder for the motion? Councillor Zafiropoulos. Councillor McLeish.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Mr Mayor, this is a very important issue for our council. In fact, it's a very important issue for our state. We have a great challenge before us that the changing environment in waste is leading to some critical problems for our city and our state. We currently lack very effective mechanisms by which we will be able to dispose of recycling materials. The state is also running out of opportunities for landfill, and these combined crises, together with a blending of waste in a way that is no longer appropriate, I think is probably the best way to put it, and present not only a significant problem for the state, but a significant opportunity. And that opportunity is to reinvent the way waste is processed in the state of Victoria. The state government has a significant fund that is built up by taxing waste going to landfill. It's currently $63 a tonne. Every time you go to the tip with a trailer load of rubbish, $63 a tonne is paid. Every time the council empties a tip truck from the big curbside collection, council pays the state government $63 a tonne. If I recall, we're paying millions of dollars a year to the state government in this landfill levy. The state government collected $200 million in 15-16 alone in the landfill levy. And there are now hundreds of millions of dollars sitting there waiting to be invested in waste processing. The state government has an opportunity to lead on behalf of Victorians to improve waste processing in our state and address the crises that exist, and most specifically in recycling. This motion tonight is about the 79 councils of Victoria coming together, seeking assistance from our state government to make use of those landfill levies and to invest in what's required in projects and programs and infrastructure to ensure that we will be able to cost effectively manage the waste problems facing our state. We are coming together in a very unique way as 79 councils. This has never been done before, in my understanding, that councils have come this way to jointly pass a proposal. I'm very grateful for Councillor Dot Haynes in her representation as one of the waste chairs in bringing this to us and in being one of the advocates across the waste sector in local government for this initiative. So I'm very pleased to stand to support this motion, and I'm hoping that my fellow councillors will support it and that we can send a unified voice both to the MAV and to state government that we need them to join with us in investing the money that they have wisely accumulated in addressing this very critical problem on behalf of our community.
Thank you, Councillor McLeish. Councillor Zafiropoulos.
I think that Councillor McLeish has covered everything that needs to be said about this. There are very few issues where councils are unanimous about an issue, and this is one of them. We need greater transparency from the state government in relation to the collections of the levy and where the money has been spent. We're talking about millions of dollars just in 1 year. In 15-16, I think it was some $200 million. So I'm all supportive for the motion, and I am absolutely certain that all the other councillors will support it.
Thank you, Councillor Zafiropoulos. Are there any speakers against the motion?
May I speak for the motion?
Is there any? I'll just ask, yeah, given there's no speakers against, I'll allow that. Councillor
Thank
Haynes?
you. I would just, as one of the chairs, thank my fellow councillors for supporting this. And the points that have been made through the documents that have been happening over the last year of the meetings, I just want to reiterate some of those points that have been about the state too, because the amount of miles that the trucks have to do within other councils, and also to get the waste from our residents to the facilities, is always an issue. But even for the rural and regional ones as well. So there is 6 quick dot points, 7, sorry, that I'd like to make note of that councillors have, but for the public to know. As residents, we believe this is an essential service, and the need for the Victorian councils to have a combined voice to collectively represent all ratepayers and residents, and to advocate the state and federal governments to recognise the essential service of waste recovery from the homes of over 6.5 million people is something that councils do on a weekly and daily basis. And this is the first time that the combined local government waste forum chairs, representing the 79 councils of the state of Victoria, have come together and collectively formed a position to highlight the ongoing concerns relating to the waste issues that the state is currently facing. And as we know, it's very difficult to get councils to agree, and I'm very grateful that this has been done. Also, just a few others, is the waste management services are an essential service for the state of Victoria. Rate capping that we have imposes restrictions on the council spending. Local government owns, operates and manages significant waste management services and infrastructure throughout this state. This local government here, all we have is a few, that's the depot, and we're looking at hopefully being able to expand our infrastructure here as well, and the significant investment that is required to implement those projects and programs identified in the regional waste management plans and the city ones very much a concern to each and every council and each and every councillor here. So I ask for each and every councillor to support this motion.
Thank you, Councillor Haynes. There being no further debate, I'll put that motion. Those in favour? And carried. Thank you.
Division, please, Mr Mayor.
Division, those in favour, please stand. Councillor Kleinert, Councillor Zafiropoulos, Councillor Chen, Councillor Goff, Councillor Haynes, Councillor McLeish, Councillor Piccinini and Councillor Galbally, and Councillor Conlon, sorry. Thank you. There being no further items, I will now close the meeting. Thank you.